The president calling this a big win for the border. Let's bring in National Border Patrol Council President Brandon Judd. Brandon, thank you for joining us. How does this shift impact immigration numbers at the border?
This is a major win, but it's not a surprising win. In fact, when you look at the decision, there were only 2 dissenting judges. We know that the Supreme Court is made up of 4 liberals and 5 conservatives, and you only had two of the liberal contingent that opposed that dissented on this. This is going to drive the numbers down. We already saw that in April of 2017 when we hit 45-year lows under President Trump, and it was predicated upon the fact that individuals thought that they were going to be held pending their deportation proceedings. If they now can't come to the United States, claim asylum, and get released under the catch and release program, they're just not going to come to the United States. It's the loopholes that they were exploiting that was the magnet that drew people here to in the first place. Now that that magnet is going to be removed, less people are going to come.
Brandon, Gary Kalpam here. The president recently threatened Mexico with tariffs if they did not do something about immigration at their borders, and Mexico agreed. I want to ask you about what exactly has Mexico been doing to help the situation out, and how good have the numbers gone because of that?
Well, in 3 short months, we've dropped in apprehensions by nearly 100,000. In May of this year, the Border Patrol, not OFO, not at the ports of entry, but the Border Patrol alone apprehended close to 133,000 individuals. In August, we were down to right around 51,000. So you've seen that Mexico has actually stepped up. They are becoming true border security partners. And this is the first president in my career that I've ever seen get Mexico to actually step to the plate and do what they need to do in order to be partners with the United States in trying to secure both their country and our country as well.
This is a big win for President Trump. But do you also see some level of impact with respect to illegal drugs crossing the border and other issues that we experience at the border in terms of human trafficking?
Yeah, this is actually going to help. One of the problems that we face is when you have asylum seekers that are coming across the border, they take up a lot of our resources. We have to deploy our resources to the areas where they're crossing the border. We have to take them into custody. We then have to take them back to our processing centers, and we have to process them. This all takes resources, and what happens is the criminal cartels on the south side, they force these asylum seekers to hit us in certain areas. And when we take our resources out of the field, it creates artificial gaps in the border and allows the criminal cartels to cross their higher value products such as opioids or illicit drugs, and they're able to get across their products much easier. Now that we're removing asylum seekers from the equation, it's going to be much more difficult for cartels to get their illicit products across the border.
Brandon, it's Christina here. Just thank you very much for joining us. I had a question, though, about just the legality of this. Yes, the administration can temporarily impose it, but the courts haven't ruled whether it's legal or not. And if you look at the legal requirements, you need to put public notice, you need to allow comment time. So do you think that this could mean it's going to be struck down?
No, I don't. In fact, I think that if it was going to get struck down, it would have been struck down in the Supreme Court's opinions. One of the justices, I believe it was Ruth Bader Ginsburg, she questioned the legality because of the public reporting. But none of the other judges found that. And so I just don't think that it's going to get struck down. I think that it is going to be upheld. The DHS has the right within the laws to determine how they're going to implement and enforce those laws. And the courts are supposed to be deferential as long as they do not go outside those laws. And I don't believe that they did, in fact, go outside the laws with this new rule.
Brandon, it's Jonathan Hoenig. Thank you for being with us, and thank you for all you do to protect us. I want to push back just a little bit. You know, you talked about this magnificence that there's so fewer immigrants coming in through the southern border. I just think about how immigration really has made this country. Everyone from Irving Berlin, Madeleine Albright, Michael J. Fox, even our own Christina Partsinevelos, all immigrants. Do you ever worry about perhaps some of the great workers, some of the great thinkers, some of the great innovators that aren't able to come in because of whether it be the wall or rules like this that make immigration into this country that's more difficult? There's a cost, is there not?
When you look at legal immigration, we're all for that. We all want legal immigration. We want these great minds to come here to the United States. We want them to do it legally. What we're talking about as far as this rule goes, we're talking about illegal immigration. We're talking about people that are crossing the border in violation of the laws. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get a very set rule so that we have order in our immigration system so that we can have those great minds coming over into the United States.
Thank you so much for joining us, Brandon Judd.